Hello and welcome to the channel High Class Cthulhu. They know you needed help, so they sent me. We're playing Devil May Cry, and I have my own devil trigger. You just aren't allowed to see it. Don't ask, it's rude and personal. Press mission start. I don't even know if there's a cutscene at the start. Is there? Who knows? We're gonna press it and find out. Maybe? No. Nope, no there ain't. I don't like this room. The Gears of Madness. It's mostly because they always put... I'm just moving my microphone. They always put very annoying enemies. And the room only gets worse with time. Later on these cogs spin and the sides of some of them do damage. And it's just... I don't like it. We have also the camera changes whenever you make this jump. And it's just... The platforming isn't good. They just, to be fair, in Devil May Cry 5, is there much platforming? I don't think there is. There's a few like Grim Grip points and stuff, but most of it's not there, and I think that's a good decision. To be fair, the only game that did platforming really well was DMZ Devil May Cry, because they actually put thought into it. Sad to say. We've got to get up here for a secret mission. Just do that. Simple. Do I remember what the secret mission is, though? I do. So, the picture shows you riding an enemy to get faster. But I would say the best solution is just have the max devil trigger bar and then just run. And you'll do it really easily. It's a weird secret mission. Your biggest obstacle are the camera. And that's about it. Like, it's not hard. You can stinger to this guy to try and... Or a trickster to him to make some gap, but there you go. Simple. There's quite a few secret missions in this episode. Yeah, there is. I'm not going to spoil what they are, or tell you any more information, so don't ask. We're still trying to spin around the bridges to make it further down. It's also really easy. Blue orb there. Yeah, we've also got a new enemy type, which is... I'm getting my phone again. Is it the... No. Okay, I know what it is. It's the Soul Eater. They act like Booze from Mario. Pretty much. You have to, essentially, the best way I found to do it is walk past them slightly and then just press backwards and start attacking, and you should get a free hit combo that kills them. They're slightly annoying if they like build up on you and there's too many of them. They will swoop and they have a grab, if I remember. That's quite annoying to deal with. They're just kind of an irritating enemy. They're mostly used in as part of another group. As just like something you've got to think about while fighting others. They're usually the best thing to take out first because they're quite weak, but they are irritating. We're in the Altar of Evil, which is kind of like a bigger version of that room before you fight Phantom in Devil May Cry 1. Something about it reminds me of it, except from you've got to hit these blocks. And it's weird. Oh, I didn't mention. That was loud. I mentioned in Devil May Cry 1, which I hope you've watched, that Phantom doesn't show up again, other than like the prequel novel to Devil May Cry 5, but he is actually in Devil May Cry 2. I just completely forgot. So I feel like a correction needs to be made. Yeah, he's also, Phantom is in Devil May Cry 2. We're just never going to see that again. I guess that's because it was before Bayonetta. And Phantasm showed up there. This is the only time this happens in the game, and it's just weird. I don't know why it's here. I don't know its point. It's just weird. But it opens up a secret little path for us. With all these Baphomets. Well, they're just balls. They're not Baphomets. They're balls. I'm wrong. But we have a Hell Vanguard with the... I've already forgotten their names. What are they? Soul Eaters. It's really generic enemy name. Yeah, they suck. But we got a Vanguard, which means, everyone, we're going to use Royal Guard. Hell yeah. It's so rare, I even can't do it properly now. The way Royal Guard is improved in the future is in Devil May Cry 5. Instead of taking health when you screw up Royal Guard, it takes up some of your DT meter until your Devil Trigger meter's done, and then it will take health. But it just means you have a better chance of getting your timing better. And also I think the timing is loosened up a little bit. With most things, like the Exceed system and stuff with Nero's also loosened up. But you don't know what that is or even who that is if you're just watching along to this. Which would be weird. If you don't know who Nero is, you probably do. Because you played Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. If they do release like a PC version of that, I might actually play it on the channel. Just to like mess around. But I don't know if they will. I don't think it's on PC, right? It's only on a mobile. Oh yeah, we got we're doing a style adjudicator with Agni and Rudra. It's really, is it double S or triple S? I guess we'll find out in 2 seconds. Okay, it was double S. Not bad. Best way to deal with them is just like have a have a rotation of attacks, and because if you do obviously the same ones too soon, it won't count towards it. So just have a rotation. Simple enough. Is this yeah, it's a holy water. We'll never use it. I feel like I should just do like an episode where I just go through all the games and show what all the items do, because I'm never going to use them. This little wagon, temperance wagon. I never realised it was called that. You ride along, there's stuff on the other track. You can shoot him, they'll jump across. It's fine. This is also a secret mission later. We'll see it in this episode. It's quite cool. I would recommend maybe Nevin here, because it's quite a confined area and enemies can't really escape Nevin's blast. It's pretty simple. Or we just, just style on them. No one can handle you. I think almost all the different types of hells come. There's not a Vanguard, but most of them are here. I did it in the wrong direction, but it still gave me triple S. Look at that. Ridiculous. Nevin's great. When I first played this game, I did not use Nevin at all. But that's because I was stupid and weak. I was a child and didn't understand the true power of a guitar magic. This lasts quite a while, to be fair. I forgot how long it lasted. And we got these enigmas. I'm really bad with enemy names. Like, my brain can hold on to like the whole game and where like all the secret missions are and stuff. But enemy names are just not. I think it's because I look at the file for this this playthrough so you can see like what it says. But I don't usually do that, and it doesn't like pop up the names anywhere else. A thing that was started in Bayonetta and then showed up in all the Devil May Cry games after the fact is enemy introductions. Like, they have them here. Like when the Soul Eater showed up, we had the little cutscene. But they later on give you their name as well, which is just why I remember lots more of the names from later Devil May Crys, because they're a bit more abstract here. And we've got a boss coming up. I hope you're ready.
Didn't your mother ever teach you how to use a door?
I knew it.
Huh? Give me a break. Tell you what, next time I'll try and wear some cologne, okay?
It's the stench of betrayal. The odor of that accursed Spada. I will annihilate every last blood relation of Spada!
A son cleaning up his dad's mess, huh? Where have I heard this story before?
So this is Beowulf. I find it weird that he's called Beowulf and not like Grendel or something. Like, if you're going to pick a big monster from that story, you'd pick the big monster, you would think. But oh well. He's quite a difficult fight, and one I still kind of have trouble with. He does telegraph all his attacks, but they're quite quick. Enemy step is quite useful here, and using things like air rave to stay in the air, away from his attacks. But also Trickster is quite useful because he has quite a few AoE attacks where he slams the ground, and being able to get away from them quickly is really useful. You can stagger him and get a few hits in, but it's quite rare. He is just tough. He has a few different moves that we will see as time goes on. He has big old wings that come out of his back that shoot feathers at you that do a ton of damage, like a lot of damage. He has that AoE, and he has one where he punches the ground. He has this charge, and he also has this weird thing where he drops cages on you. Just Trickster it left and right. They do drop red orbs, which is, I guess there's stuck people in it. He'll do that and then he'll charge. As the fight goes on, he'll charge more and more. So like Trickster to just stay in the air. Keep out of his way. But when you do enough damage, he'll start doing that. And his like big feather one. So you can't really stay too close for too long because he'll just ground pound you. He's not terrible, but he does still give me a little bit of a hard time even now. I beat him a bunch of times and he's still a little bit annoying. And to be fair, he even gives Dante a little bit of trouble. I don't know what he is. Like, he's got like dinosaur feet, a scorpion tail. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's weird. And yeah, I don't know why he's called Beowulf. There's like Balrog in DMZ5, which you don't see Balrog because he's in the book, but maybe it was just a bee theme for the weapons they give you, the devil arms. I don't know. Yeah, those feathers do a ton of damage, but I don't really know how to dodge them. So yeah, as the fight goes on, if he's doing his like punch combo, he's not that bad. Because it's not hard to just like enemy step and keep around him. But later on he just does his ground pound, which means you have very little time to actually get in there and not just like Trickster out. And it's really wide. It takes like 2 Trickster dashes to get away. Yeah, and also he drops more cages as the fight goes on. Not really sure why. I don't think I've ever been hit by one that falls, but that's fine. But yeah, as long as you're paying attention to him doing his AoEs, you will be fine. And he's nearly done. I'm assuming Spada took his eye. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know any more information about him than you do. Other than his name, which you don't know at this point. But he's done.
One whose heart pumps the blood of Spada. Though my sight is gone, I remember your scent. I shall hunt you down through eternity if I must, till I rid this earth of your foul smell.
Why do I have to take the heat for my father? Come on, man. Cut me some slack.
So yeah, we don't actually get to kill him. We don't get a devil arm. He just leaves. We have blinded him though, but it doesn't feel quite as good to not get the kill. But we'll get a really cool cutscene out of it, so it's fine. Save again. We will now get a mission that is in most Devil May Cry games.
the devil boy is no match for it. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You're not going to shoot me, are you? If you do, I'll die. You know?
If that's what it takes to shut you up, it bugs the crap out of me when someone talks more than I do.
Don't act so rashly, my boy. I've got a doozy of a story for you. But if you snuff out my voice like that, I won't be able to tell it now, will I? Whew. Thought I was a goner for sure. Oops. You saw it too, didn't you? That huge tower jutting out of the ground. That thick shaft that causes women to shudder is actually a tunnel, linking the demonic domain to the human world. And of course, your brother Virgil is the one who controls it by using your mommy's amulet.
Amulet?
He's headed to the control room in the basement. If you don't hop down there quick like a bunny, he'll open the gate to hell. Isn't that a scary thought?
And you're telling me this because...
Oops! I forgot to mention one teeny little item. That gizmo there is actually the key to move forward. But the tricky thing is, it sucks the souls of those who hold it. So I think you better hurry! But in return for your soul, it'll give you power. Marvelous, isn't it? Just let your young spirit drive you, and go for it!
Wish you would have told me that in the first place. You big mouth moron.
So this is a mission, as I said, it was in Devil May Cry 1, the Haywire Neo Generator. We are going to quickly take some time to look through the different Devil Trigger forms, because we have permanent DT, but our health is going down. I don't know what I like the most, to be fair. They're all pretty cool. Maybe Nevin. So yeah. In Devil May Cry 1, after you beat Nello Angelo, you got that orb that you had to take to a place while your health was dropping. We did show it a little bit in Devil May Cry 2, in that Lucia mission where we were losing our health and we had to take it to a place. And it's the same here, except we get to be Devil Trigger the whole time, which is pretty cool. And almost every single enemy drops health, so it's really not that difficult. It's obviously harder if you've not been buying health upgrades or collecting the blue orbs, because you have less health. Pretty simple. But other than that, you are way more powerful because you're in permanent DT, so really not that big of an issue. I really like that it turns the wings when you jump. Just cool. It's a cool look. Everything about it. A bit bug-like, a bit lizardy, strange. We're using Gunslinger a lot, that's nice. Using some Rainstorm, never use that. Using some Twosome Time. Just great. Just use Nevin, come on. You know what you want to do. You just want to grind along the ground and unleash Nevin. So we need to take it all the way back to the bridge where we started ages ago. And then move it, even though I don't know why we can't just fly across it. I don't know. Demon magic, maybe. I don't know. I don't even know if this mission is like this little wagon part is timed, or if it's just kill a certain amount of enemies. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Oh, we're going on. We're using everything other than Cerberus, because I don't like Cerberus that much. God, that attack. The Swordmaster attacks for this are crazy. God, it's so good. And yeah, everything drops health, so really not that bad as it could be. How long does this last? What's his plan over there? Who knows? Maybe he was just health. He was just a health pickup. Imagine being a demon that's just created to explode. What a weird life that must be. Just waiting for the day. Is it today? I don't know. Am I a bit angry? I may explode, maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, I'll kill all my compadres, but that's fine. So you can again jump down that little hole we did before to get another bit of green health. We don't need to, we got max health. We're not far away. We can do it. It's easy enough. Back into this room. I think there's more. Is there another vanguard here, or is it just... It might just be. Might just be more of these. So Virgil is now on his own, heading down to the bottom to try and finish the ritual to open the portal to hell. Arkham's corpse is no longer on the ground. But he's told Lady that Virgil tricked him into it. Could that be true? It's not. It's not true. It's not. It's definitely not true. And Jester. Jester? Is that his name? Yeah. Jester's about being all suspicious and tricking Dante into doing everything for him. First time he shows up, you hit that switch that powers everything up. Now we've got this orb that no one else could carry and making us weaker. Very clever. Very clever. I've not read the like the prequel books, but I have been on the wiki, and from what I can remember, I went on the wiki before I started recording this, so who even knows how much I remember. But at this point, Dante's no longer going by Tony Redgrave. He's got his guns, obviously, from Nell, and Nell Goldstein is now dead. Her only surviving relatives are her son, who I'm not sure what he carries on to do after it. Also her granddaughter, who will show up in DMC5, who is probably the best character in DMC5. She's very cool. But yeah. And also there's a whole thing with, I'm sure it is like a clone of Virgil that Mundus makes and sends to fight Dante. I think, if I remember. But the bit when they first meet in this, he says it's been a year since they met. I think according to the books that's not true, but I'm not entirely sure. I've never read them. Are they even in English? I don't even know. Who knows? So this room sucks, because now it's a bunch of these. I would recommend... Whoa, sorry, loud. I would recommend not fighting them, or even better, use air raid, which I will work out far too late. It's something we hardly use, and obviously you shoot out the lightning blast from your hand, and you can use vortex. I could just be doing that, and we could have infinite of it, but I'm stupid and forgot that it was even an option until it was far too late. This is the second time you come in this room, but there will be a third, and then it will all be rotating, and I hate it. I hate this room. It's bad. It's a bad room. Oh, I think I remembered. There we go. So just because I didn't want to fall off the edge. But as we have infinite, we can just fly and do this, which I should have been doing the whole time. Simple. We use it very rare. Well, I guess we use it against all the sin scissors and the death scythes and all that, where it's very useful. Or the hell scythe, the more there was vortex, the move we never did in Devil May Cry 1, but there it is. Look at it, nice. Think I would have done a whole nother playthrough just to get that move? You're wrong. And if I'm not wrong, yeah. Vanguard. Also the number 11 from Arkham's body. But we have a bunch of people together. So you know what that means? Okay, no. I thought I did more Nev in there, but I clearly not. With most things, take out the smaller enemies, then fight the bigger one. His big issue is this attack, which I don't know if we've actually seen him or let him do up to this point. He vanishes, and a bell rings, and then he charges either horizontally or vertically, wherever you are. It's a little bit annoying sometimes. The best way to get around it is Trickster, but I'm normally on roll guard. And we'll take him out using our wonderful Royal Guard skills. I really wish I was good enough to just use it all the time, but I'm just not that guy. I'm just like... This episode is sponsored by the Them trigger. I don't look bug-like when it happens, I promise. In association with the Temperance Wagon Rides. Do you want to get the whole of the Temen-ni-gru? You can, for free. Just bring some guns. Like, when, is it the Lusts, the red one? I know when they're charging and can jump out the way easy. I don't know why I can't just press the style button instead, but my brain won't do it. We got another Jester fight. It's again not overly difficult. The worst thing about it this time is they place it just before the actual real boss. So if you take too much damage, you're going to go into the real boss with much less health. So just try not to take any damage, okay? I'm warning you, take no damage. We've got two bosses. We've got a horse, and I'm sure the other Virgil, the second Virgil fight is in this. And it may be like the final Virgil fight's pretty great, but the second one is up there. It's pretty cool. Because Virgil's on his own path. Before Dante, he's already unlocked his Devil Trigger, even though we haven't seen it up till now. He's already unlocked his Devil Trigger. He is been learning, getting more powerful. He even says to Dante, "Why do you refuse to gain power?" Because that's all he cares about is power. Because he thinks he was abandoned by Eva when the demons attacked, and he refuses to be powerless ever again. And now all he cares about is power. But the game kind of has its thing of Virgil starts at the base and then rises to the top very quickly, whereas Dante has to work his way to the top. Just a little thing. Virgil does improve, but then kind of stays static, where Dante reaches him and surpasses him. Oh yeah, we've also got this big orb now with a very similar texture, moving texture on similar side of the face to someone else. That's weird. It's real weird, isn't it? Oh yeah, also a grabby hand. I forgot about the grabby hand. Again, I don't massively enjoy these fights, to be honest. It's nice they added something in Special Edition, but I don't know. Maybe some other bosses. Maybe not. Maybe they thought people would want to take their anger out on him because he's a little aggravating, but I don't care that much. But I also can't skip the fights. I can't do that. Why do this to me? So if I'm not mental, there is a... Is it this one? There's a red light. Is it? No, I'm mental. There is a secret mission on one of them staircases at one point, but not yet. We have a boss instead.
Talk about horsepower. A chicken race with a horse, huh? Fair enough.
So this is Geryon. I've said that with so little confidence. I think it's Geryon, or later on it's called the Time Steed, which is a cool name for the boss. So yeah, the first part of it, you're on this bridge. The best thing to do is just shoot at him, dodge, and eventually he will stop in the middle of the bridge where you can do some melee damage to him. And when you do enough, you transition to the next stage of the boss. There you go. I am slightly too far away. I should have been closer and done more damage. But that's fine. He'll do a little run. He does it. Only like 2 times he'll do this, and then you progress to the actual boss fight. There is a boss rush in this game, so you fight all these bosses once. You fight them twice throughout the whole game. So I hope you get used to some of them. There's a boss rush in. I don't know if there's one in DMC2. I don't know.
First chicken, now gladiator. This just keeps getting better and better. Too bad there's nobody here to enjoy the show!
Okay, we're in stage 2. I'll talk about boss rushes later. So his carriage will shoot out a bunch of stuff, but if you're standing on it, it won't shoot out anything, and you can do a bunch of damage to him. As soon as he starts driving into the middle, jump off, because there will be an explosion of fire. He'll then start shooting missiles at you. The best thing then to do is stand between him and the carriage. If you do damage to both, he goes down a lot quicker. Both of them take damage, so you get some double damage. You eventually, if you do enough, you can knock him down. At this point though, his time powers will come into action like so. And then he will dart around. If you hit any of these bubbles, it'll do the same thing. But then he'll go round to the side of the arena again, and you can just try and jump on. Some things about him, essentially the powers from the Bangle of Time from DMC1. It's also a reference to Dio's stand. Is it the world in JoJo? Yeah. I'm saying this like I know. I've only read and watched the first 2.5 parts of JoJo, so I've not got to the point where you see the world, but I know that is a thing, and people say it's a reference to it, so I'll just say that's true. It's really JoJo Part 3 is really long, and I got burnt out. Okay, it's really long, but we're nearly done with this boss. I'm going to say it's more of a reference to the Bangle of Time though than that, because it's essentially the same thing. Yeah, just he's not that hard. He's a cool fight though. I like him. He's a cool guy, and you get something quite unique from him instead of a devil arm, which we will see in 2 seconds. So we get a new style, Quicksilver. It's essentially the Bangle of Time as a style. In the freestyle mode, you hit right twice on the D-pad to get it to change to it. So Swordmaster twice to Quicksilver, and we'll see it in a bit. It's a bit finicky, but we'll have a look. I'm not sure if there's a cutscene.
ancient scent. No matter where you run to, you can never hide from me. You're not the one I faced before. But this smell, there are two of them. That excellent Spada had two sons.
It's cool as hell. Virgil gets his own devil arms. He's got Beowulf. It's great. He will use it against you in the fight. It's just wonderful. It's so good. It's such a good cutscene. Basbaza. Yeah. So, and also if you play as him, you get that in his moveset. It's cool. I think we have another cutscene. So yes, we've now got to go and get to Virgil again with his new moveset, and it's cool as hell. I did say that Quicksilver's a little weird. Activating it will just activate Devil Trigger. You then have to like lock on and press the start button, and then you go into this slowdown mode. It's not quite the same as the Bangler Time, where that would like stack damage. This is just you move really fast and enemies don't get to. This kind of ability comes back in DMC4 with one of the weird things Nero gets, where he can slow time, and it also comes back in DMC5 with, is it Ragtime? One of the Devil Busters that Nero gets has the ability to slow down time. So yeah, it comes back. We won't really use it. It's also a style that can't be upgraded, so it's just kind of, it's nice that they thought to add it, but also it's not that useful. I say, but then there's probably people who would be like, actually, it's really good for this, this, and this, and you should have used it. And yeah, we're back with the chess pieces, and like also, if you, I used it there to show it off, and say I did do another playthrough on my own, I might use it because we have freestyle. But imagine going into a mission and being like, well, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to give up Swordmaster or Trickster just to have this slow down time ability. If you, when you can't freely switch, it's just, why would you ever have it on? Because it's, you're giving up so much stuff just to have that. The next mission, you have to hit that red spot on the stairs, and it's just fighting some tough enemies, which it's not really. It's like these spiders and then a Hell Vanguard, and that's kind of it. I've got an itchy foot. It's pretty simple secret mission. Get good at killing spiders and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't do what I do and just take the hits, because I don't like fighting these guys. Don't be me. You can be better than me. There is another... I don't want to spoil it, but there is another style you get later on, which also has kind of the same problem. It's very niche, and using it over any other style is pointless. I was saying earlier about boss rushes. I want to get back to that. Devil May Cry 1 doesn't... It kind of has boss rush in the form of Nightmare, that he'll make you refight bosses if he captures you. Devil May Cry 2, I don't know. It might. This game has a boss rush. 4 has a boss rush. And 5 has a slightly unique boss rush. But it is I wish there was an option to select like a boss rush from the menu, just so you could practice some bosses a little bit easier, because sometimes they're the thing that ruins star rankings for me, because I don't style on the bosses. So, unlike Virgil, some of his fights it'd be cool just to do. Most of his fights at the end of quite long missions, so I don't really want to replay. It's not until I feel like that should be a given. Look, I know it would like look like you're artificially adding missions, but every single cool boss fight you should just be able to do without having to replay whole missions. Just feel like that should be a thing. This game does it with one fight specifically, but the others no. You either have to go through Bloody Palace, or you have to go to just play through whole missions, which both take a long time. And yeah, that was that mission. It was real easy. It was real easy. So we're heading down to Virgil. It's going to be cool. Are you ready? Are you excited, guys? Oh no, I'm not, because there's more chess pieces. So this is a blue orb fragment that you can see, but you can't get until the end of the next mission. We have to go through a little is it like the Hell's Labyrinth or something? I don't know. There's more chess pieces. Oh, the bishop has shown up now. It did show up at the beginning of this, but I didn't mention it. They're at the end. They can do a couple of things. They have those little balls of fire that will activate while they're spinning around themselves, so if you're near them they'll hurt you, and they fire it out. They also do that green thing, which I think that's them healing other healing other chess pieces. But I'm also not sure if that's what it's doing. I've never seen anything like clear what it does. Maybe they heal themselves. I don't actually know, to be honest. Again, I really like the idea of the chess pieces and having each one be unique with its own like abilities. Cool, really cool. In practice, not the funnest to fight. They don't stagger. You can't do high time with them. It's just a bit annoying. In here is another light puzzle. Hope you like light puzzles. Along with a secret mission, which I think we do first. So this is the end game where you've got to get the light. But inside here is a secret mission, which I'm going to tell you the actual way to do this, because people online tell you how to do this, and I think they're all full of crap. So first have Gunslinger level 3, which might be asking a bit much, but yeah. And then just charge, and then fire, and then you'll win. You have to make sure none escape, as it said, and some of these platforms move really quick, especially some of the later ones. Luckily, they pretty much all have the Hell Wraths on there to hit, which, you know, that's great. But the last few final ones are pretty much all the Hell Wraths, and they move past really, really quick, but they give you just enough time to do a full charge of Ebony and Ivory, at which point you can just wreck. Ebony and Ivory charged are really strong. People online will tell you to say use Spiral or a bunch of other things, but don't do any of that. Just charge these guns. There you go. It's this final bit where they come out real quick. But done. Easy. Just charge your pistols and you're done. It's all over. There's no issues here. I don't know why I'm not collecting it. I thought I'd automatically collect it, I think. And that's that. Not too bad. But we do have this little light puzzle to do. The best way to really do it is just follow it back. Like, here's how would you get it there, which is just that and that. Simple. Easy. You can reset it if you mess it up, but it's not overly difficult. I don't actually remember what this is. It's probably a weird item. The Orihalcion? Orihalcion. Sure. That's what it's called. Sure. It's a key. It's a key item. When we leave here, the chess pieces are going to respawn. I ain't fighting them. I don't want to fight them. Like, they're not fun. I don't enjoy fighting them. Look, we're just running through. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it anymore with them, guys. So, if I remember, all the way on around here is a Neven style adjudicator. And I think you have to get to S rank with it. But the best way is that move. It's real good. And then just do a rotation of your attacks. It's not too bad. Some of the issues is some of the like abilities take time to charge, but it's fine. It's not the end. Just wait until you've not used that in a while, and then just use that attack, and you'll be fine. Oh, it's more. Is it double S? All right, now I'm just holding out until I can do that other attack again. There we go. Okay, double S. Not too bad. Neven's fine. It's the next weapon and the final one of that sucks. It's not great. I think we can just go into the... This is Virgil fight. I think we can just go straight in. Yeah, I think we can. Cool. Get ready for a cool cutscene, a cool fight, peoples. I offered up the Orihalcion. Used it. And in we go.
Why isn't this working? Is there something missing? Must more blood be shed?
You seem to be in a bad mood.
Dante.
So, my mother's amulet is the key that unlocks the door to the demon world. Good plan, Pop.
Just the opposite, actually. Originally, it was the key to the demon world, but was given to humans as a gift.
It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. More importantly, I've come all this way. I'm sure you have time for one more game, right?
Why not? After all, we share the same blood. I'll just use more of yours to undo Daddy's little spell.
So, you want a piece of me, literally? Okay, bro. Come and get it, if you can.
So this is Virgil 2. It's very similar, apart from now he has Beowulf and will do killer bees at you non-stop. But it's also quite easy to dodge. He's going to end most of his attacks with a dive kick. So just be ready for that, and you can do some damage. He will switch back to the Yamato and do judgment cuts and all the same things he did last time. And the main other thing is he will also now use Devil Trigger. The best way to deal with Devil Trigger is save your own Devil Trigger until he transforms, and then try and do some damage to knock him out of it, because he also recovers health while in that form. So yeah, just wait until he does it. Don't waste your Devil Trigger on these parts. There's really no need. You want to knock him out of his own to stop him regaining health and doing loads of damage to you as quickly as you can. So, and we've got some judgment cuts. It's cool as hell. Oh no, it's not. It is his Devil Trigger form. It's like a hammerhead shark. Like, it's similar to Dante's, but he's got that head. So yeah, we're also in Devil Trigger, because we want to just do as much damage to knock him out of it as quickly as possible, so he doesn't gain all of his health back and we don't take tons of damage. So yeah, other than that, he's kind of just watch out for his dive kicks, and in Trickster you can dodge his combo strings the same way you could last time. He's not that much different, really. but it is cool, and I just love that he picks up and uses other people's devil arms. It's cool. And also we have Devil Never Cry in the background that I'm talking over. And also, remember to taunt. Always remember to taunt. Some judgment cuts, follow you around. You can roll guard them. I can't. It's so precise, not for me. He also has a bigger version of judgment cut that he'll do in his final fight. So he's here. We're going to switch to Devil Trigger in a min. Or are we not? Oh no, we're just dodging. Look at that. I'm right, but I'm not listening to my own advice. It's also way more important in his final fight to make sure you're knocking him out of Devil Trigger. But yeah, he's back to Yamato, but we already know how to deal with them because we did them in the first fight. I do love just taunting him. It's funny as hell. We're going to get some big damage on him. It may be fun, Virgil. It may be fun. And we're so close. Damn it, Virgil. Damn it. Like, there's no point in really using Swordmaster at all because you're just never, like, Dance Macabre, you're never going to get that out. Or, like, Aerial Rave, never going to be a thing you're going to use. Trickster's just really good for avoiding a lot of this stuff. Where did he go? He is just avoiding me. He's doing all he can to avoid me. Come on, we can do it. Is this it? Yeah.
Sorry, but this is no place for a little girl. So beat it.
Shut up! You forced him into this.
Is that what you think? Foolish girl.
Bravo! Bravo! I never dreamed that things would go so smoothly. Well done, everyone. Well done.
You.
Don't be a bad girl, Mary. Or you can expect a spanking from Daddy later. Just as gonna spank you, but spank you on the
Insane
butt.
buffoon! I don't know where you came from, but you don't belong here.
Now leave!
Zowie, that was close. But you've taken quite a trouncing today, haven't you, Virgil? You could have chopped me into confetti by now if you were in tip-top condition.
Damn you!
You have lost.
Because you underestimated humans.
What's going on?
Good girl. Pure and innocent. Just like your mother.
You bastard!
It's time for your spanking, my dear. You want to know where the spell didn't break? Virgil? You have the 2 amulets and Spada's blood. You had everything you needed to unleash the evil.
I told you before, I don't like anybody who has a bigger mouth than mine.
You are wounded and weak. Even I can do this to you.
2 amulets. A set of Spada's blood. Now, I need one more key. He sacrificed 2 things to suppress the tremendous force of this tower. His own devil's blood and a mortal priestess. I needed you. in whose body flows the same blood as the sacrificed woman. His spell cannot be undone without your blood.
It was quite a ride, you know. If any of you had died before getting here, our little plan would have gone to waste. Ha! Therefore, my job was to make you battle each other in order to weaken you. But at the same time, I had to guide you here and make sure that you were kept alive. I even went so far as dressing like a complete idiot. It's time for bed, Mary. You can visit your dear mother. Whoa!
Try me.
It's time for the clown to bow out, Arkham.
Dude, the show's over.
Impressive. I expected nothing less from the Devil's descendants. But aren't you forgetting something, Virgil? The spell is broken. What do you think will happen next? Let's welcome chaos. Just sit and wait. Wait for the birth of a new god. I shall take over the power of Spada!
That cutscene was so long my Switch went to sleep. Also, Jester lives in Arkham, like the Joker. Get it? And that spin kick he does is ridiculous, like in every way. We'll talk more about his like weird personas in the next part. I think we have another cutscene.
Are you gonna go?
Yes, I'm going to finish him off.
Well, you might as well forget it, because you're no match for him.
Regardless, I must go. I had a chance to stop him before, but I couldn't. I'm responsible for all this mess.
Responsible? Does it bother you that much?
He's my father. Besides, who else can undo what he's done? A demon like you wouldn't understand.
Father and family, huh? Well, I'll go too. But you better hurry if you don't want me to take all the credit.
So that is all for this episode. Thanks for coming to watch the channel High Class Cthulhu and its high class content. Come back throughout the week for more stuff. I don't even know what we're playing at this point. And yeah, next time we're going to get a new weapon. We're going to fight some other bosses. Yeah, should be good. Thanks for watching. Bye.